guys? Rick Shaw here. It's the Thursday, the 21st of October, 2021. And it's kind of in the middle of the day, I guess, for it's more than likely going to rain. Yesterday it was doing some rain on and off almost the whole day. Not good. My back is in a major spasm again, and just can't seem to shake this change in the weather's got it all in a twist. So not much I can do about it though. Just grin and bear it, I guess. But we're still on the dog hunt. Somebody sent me a message that they were going to be coming in December. That's pretty cool. I hope everything works out, that you're able to travel and get in here before it changes. But they were going to bring some advantage, but I don't have a dog yet. I want one. I really do. We're rethinking on what we want to get. I'm thinking I'm going to need something pretty fast with some of these snakes around here, and something like a terrier, a small terrier. I would love another Jack Russell. I really would. That would be the most fantastic dog. And but little terrier, or even two small ones. I noticed that whenever they hunt, one can distract. You know, that's what my coon dogs used to do. That if when we were training coon hounds, if a coon will bail, guys, something a lot of you guys don't realize, a coon will bail out of a tree, and it's amazing. You got to be careful that don't rain a coon on your head. You know, these things can get to be 20 pounds, 25 pounds, but they'll be up in a tree 20, 30 feet, and they'll just jump, and they just land hard as a rock and take off boogieing, and the dogs will go after them. That's what gets them crazy to hunt coon. That was one of the training things, you know, when they bail like that. But you got to watch they don't chew them up. I don't want to, like myself, I just never wanted to, you know, kill coons and just for killing them. But we did used to do quite a bit of our income before Christmas was coon hunting, fox hunting, and we ate them. You know, there's a lot of triglycerides in there, but we would have those. I would always cook one on Thanksgiving with a small turkey, and then I had some neighbors that wanted them. And I would get them. Sometimes I'd skin them in the woods. That was always something to do. But you know, if some of my neighbors wanted them, I'd always, if we catch some early, put them in the truck, get them home quick, get them skinned out and in the fridge. I used to do just with them, just like the cow, let them sit on a rack in a bowl so that they get a little bit of the blood out. Coon has a lot of fat on them. They're like a little bear. They do have a lot of fat on them, and plus you have to watch them because they can twist if something gets a hold of them. They can twist inside their skin, and they will bite you. They will get you. So, and but just having my coffee and a chew. There's not much of a walking right now. This thing's got me constipated again, so I'll have to. I'm just going to go on another fast. Maybe this one last a few days. Our Tuya Negro over there, he's one of the bosses on the crew. He got the neighbor lady gave him a really nice dog. I wished I'd have known they had him. I would have asked for one. Beautiful little dog, blonde with like with the mustache or 5 o'clock shadow face on him. He looks pretty tough. Very protective little guy. They're just letting him run around, so he'll never be trained. He'll just start crapping all over the place, and eventually go in. They'll put him in jail somewhere. You know, that's just how it goes here with these dogs. But I'd love to have that little guy. But when you train them, you got to catch them early. I have taken adult dogs and trained them and made their mind right. But it's a tough challenge. It's a real tough challenge, and every dog's different. But this little guy, he's beautiful. I wished we could have got him. He would have made a nice little dog for the house. He's got mid-length hair. I'd like to have something with shorter hair, or real small and easy to clean. My house dogs, I've done them all the same. I'm not kidding you. If it was summertime or something and I took them out to go, I washed them. I washed their butts with soap. I had a squirt bottle of soap, the cheap dishwasher liquid, and the garden hose ready to go. And if they poo, I washed them. I did not like to let them back in the house all dirty. And we kept them bathed, the house dogs. But the hunting dogs, no, you don't bath them. But not much. Didn't really watch the news. Much of the news the other day. I did watch a movie again. I'll do a little movie review, and this is maybe the second. This is the second time I watched it, but I thought it was kind of a cool movie. And I'm a Star Trek guy. But I watched Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen again, and that was a pretty good movie. I kind of liked it. They did a good job on that movie. It was all right. But we've got a lot of movies on here. The kids and I, the other night, not last night, but the other night, we're dancing the big band all around the living room. We have the music. We have YouTube music, but we can go to just regular YouTube and punch up anything we want to hear. And I punched in big band, and I got 50 of the greatest big band tunes, and it started off with all these guys. I think I mentioned it in the other one, and Dorothy wants to hear that again. She really likes it. It gets her moving, and the kids are doing their little dance for school. They film it on the phone, and then the teacher sees it. It's some kind of wellness dance. And Maddie, he's not really shy. My little Dorothy's not shy at all. Moomoo's not shy. He'll get right up there and sing karaoke and stuff. So that's really cool. I don't like the shy ones. I knew one guy when I was in grammar school, doing the play. You do plays at the school and stuff. And this one kid, it scared him so much getting on stage, he pooped his pants. I'll never forget that. He just had a big fear of doing anything in front of a large group of people, and I'm like, wow, that's something. That's some sort of a phobia or something. But I'm glad my kids don't have it. Sometimes Mattie'll he'll know how to do something, but he doesn't want. He just gets it in his head. He doesn't want to show anybody, and that's a little bit funny. But I got the Maddie cup. I don't got the Rickshaw cup today. That's from Tropical Tim. Thanks, buddy. Hope you come for a visit one of these days soon. We haven't really been getting out. I don't know how it is. Let me know in the comments how it is up your way with the lockdown and everything. I haven't heard much about it. It seemed like it's quieted down a little bit. I did hear that thing. Somebody left a comment on here. What do you eat? Oh, you got it? Left a comment on here that the president said that he would send military to the expat houses. I searched for that through the news, and I couldn't find it, guys. If anybody finds it, put a link in there. But I didn't find it, so I think that could have been some kind of false news or something like that. But I just wish this staying back would clear up. Maybe when we start getting hot days, it sucks that my condition regulates itself to the weather, and I hope we get some hot sun. Seems like one of my best therapies is just getting in the hot sun and soaking it up. And, I'm not one of these ones afraid. Somebody said one time, you got to put sunblock and all this kind of stuff. I don't really want to put all these chemicals on the body. Your skin's your largest organ. It's going to absorb that stuff. I ain't into that at all. Maybe some baby oil or something. But I don't burn. I just don't burn. I'll turn red. Once in a while, I'll get my nose will peel. I was doing was in California, and I was helping a workmate do a roof on a garage, and it was this huge garage. A rich guy. He had like an 8-car garage, all side by side. and he had a kitchen in it. He had a little bedroom. I mean, well, it wasn't really a garage, and he even had a little basement under the center portion. But he needed a roof, and I was out there in the sun, just in a pair of shorts and boots, and I was the guy to take the shingles off with the shovel. He had one of those nice serrated shovels to get the shingles off. Just a fantastic tool. Had that off in a matter of before lunch. Had the whole roof off and had the paper on, the tar paper on. And I just was soaked with sweat. I was going through water. I had myself a jug setting up. He had like vents and stuff, so I had to lean up against the vents, and I freeze him. And I was going through a lot of water and sweat and just dripping all over the place. And the dead skin on top, it was bubbling, and he's like, "Man, you're blistering. You got to get out of the sun. You're going to die." And I felt fine. As long as I'm getting my water, I'm good. And I looked and went downstairs inside and just to get out of the sun for a minute. Hi, handsome. And he had a big mirror in there, right on the bedroom door. And I had all kinds of bubbles, but it was the sweat coming out under the dead skin, so it looked like blistering and all that. He was all worried that I was going to die or something, but I've worked out in the desert in that hot sun, and it never bothered me. I don't burn. I just don't. I can be in the sun all day. I mean, I wouldn't go from wintertime onto travel out to the Mojave Desert, lay out in the sun all day. No, I would definitely burn. But there's sun all the time. My wife always doesn't like she's dark, but I'm get dark as her. I get dark. Her brother's real dark. He's being in the sun a lot. A lot of these guys wear long sleeve shirts and stuff like that to keep the sun off them, but I'm not one that want to keep the sun off. I like to go around without a shirt most of the time. But out here in this country, there's I don't know if it's a law or if it's a rule or what it is, but they don't want you going out without a shirt. I'll say this one again about even the motorcycle. Don't get caught with tongs. They're starting to pop people for that. I actually saw a video that an expat did. I never saw this channel before. It just came up on my feed one day. Can't remember the name of it, but they had a thing where the driver, he was dressed up. He had his helmet on. They had their face things on, and he was wearing shoes. And his sweetie she was behind him with the helmet and all this stuff, and they actually filmed with the cop giving her a ticket for having, these kind of shoes on. So if you're going to be riding a scooter or a motorcycle or something like that, make sure you got closed-toed shoes, because that I believe is a LTO regulation. So make sure you do that. And I also seen somewhere, they don't seem to ever enforce this one too, but that you shouldn't wear a sando when you're riding your motorcycle like this one, no sleeve shirt. I've never seen anybody bother you on it. I've been stopped many times at checkpoints. They stop you quite a bit. If you're on a motorcycle, they want to check your license, make sure you're licensed and all that. And they look at the plate on the bike. Now they're giving plates for everything. It's just like a fiber plate, but hey, that's cool. I got my plate on there, and I'm not going to disobey their rules. I'm not trying to get in any kind of fuss with anyone. But watch that. The other thing I wanted to say too, Dorothy started getting a little looks like a little fungal infection on her back. And we're taking care of that. I got some of that caspasium stuff. That wipes it out in the day, guys. But we did buy some stuff. I think it's Dr. Wong's or something. But they have a sulfur soap they sell here. And yeah, those are good, aren't they? It looks like poo-poo in there, though. Show it to the camera. Look at that. Oh, skin stain. How you doing, my handsome buddy? Yeah. Okay. But they got it's a good sulfur soap. Keep it. When I first got here, I went to Tongs, and I got a little something in my toe. I was washing with the regular soap. We use the pumper soap from Watson's. It's cheap. You get 2 bottles for like $1.89, and they always have that on special. I get that for cleaning, washing the body, and then. But I started getting that stuff, and my wife got me that bar. It's a sulfur soap. Watson's got it, S&M, all the stores seem to have it. They got a yellow bar and a white bar. And then there's also another brand that's like a super sulfur soap. It's got like a higher percentage. And I got that and started cleaning my feet with that, and it cleared it up. It cleared it up real quick. And so we wash Dorothy with that every night. I make sure I get in there and rub that bar soap on there real good, and it's going away. I don't know how. I think it's because she sweats. She sweats like I do, and her back will get wet. And then from the shirt and dirt and stuff out here playing outside all the time, she just got a little bit of fungus on there. So, but it's going away. It's dried up now, and it's looking pretty good. But if you're an expat coming here and you start getting any kind of problems, try that sulfur soap, guys. It really works. Every country's got their own thing. I remember when I was young, we used to have the lye soap. You get Red Devil and make it. There's directions right on it how to make it, and that's another great soap for killing any kind of anything. If you've got a problem, any kind of skin problem, you don't need all this stuff coming from the doctors with all this crazy stuff that you don't even know what it is. When I see a ingredient that has 26 letters, I'm like, what are they putting in this stuff for you? It's just like your pops and stuff. I like it here. A lot of the drinks, when you go to buy them, they'll just have sugar in them instead of high fructose corn syrup, and that's to me, I think that's a dangerous thing to put in food. It's not really food. You shouldn't have it. I was watching, can't remember the name of the guy's channel, but he was doing a thing on this one woman who was overweight and was getting all this welfare and all this stuff, and she was trying to show how she was eating healthy, eating a salad, but she had Pepsis there, and you see these, hey, handsome, there's my beautiful boy.
That says Maddie.
Yeah, I got your cup today. Yeah, that's your name, huh? Are you my beautiful boy? Mm-hmm. This is my little shadow, guys. This is my precious buddy. We went for another hike, little one last night. He always goes. If I go somewhere, he's got to go. And we just him and I'm telling you what, it's really nice to have. There's always that one baby that just hangs with you. And he's very bright. I like the conversation, guys. I can't believe the conversations this kid will have, and they're both of them. Mumu has a really sharp mind, and I can't believe the stuff he remembers from years ago. He remembered, we were looking at going through the box, and we found some of their stuffed toys, and our friend Dexter had given him this little stuffed toy, and we pulled it out, and this was when he was 2. I don't remember stuff before I was 4, but he said, "Oh, that's the one Dexter gave to me." It shocked me that he remembered that. He's really got a sharp mind. Maddie, though, he's my little conversationalist. When we walk, when we're doing the videos, he doesn't yak a lot because we're trying to get those going. But I do like to engage him all the time. We talk about all kinds of stuff. We talk about the worms on the ground. We saw a baby snake just in front of the house here because all the debris they got. So there's nests in there, and it was black. I don't know what kind of snake. He thought it was a worm. I said, buddy, that's not a worm, that's a snake. And don't know my snakes here. I got online and looked at some of them, and there's just so many snakes here, and with all this debris around, it's not going to go away. I think once the houses are up, but I think we're looking at years before they really get her done. We will have a neighbor soon here. They're starting to put the windows in. They're getting the paint on it. The guys are doing a nice job. I actually poked my head in the door. I don't like to go in someone else's house, but didn't go upstairs or nothing. But I poked my head in the door and was looking, and they're doing a fine job. These guys are some pretty good workers. Nice fellas too. I mean, they're all smiling and happy, and I just love to watch them. I love to watch a construction crew go into town. They do quit when it rained. Yesterday we had a couple hours of just a straight down rain. They all just pretty much wrapped it up. And when the rain stopped, they went back. It's just there's the guys that were working inside. They quit their painting, but inside they were still working. But it got pretty damp yesterday. But we're not going to have any problems here, I don't think, with water, with getting rid of all the water here. They're working on the walls over there, getting those fixed up. Supposed to be down on that end a playground area that they're supposed to build, but they still got to cut all that hill out when they go to put a house there. They'll probably bring that big tractor backhoe in again to clear that out like they did for this house. And it's just a lot of, there's a lot of dirt they're going to have to move here for that. That's just the way it goes. I hope they fix that wall back there for those people. It's pretty nasty. They'll have to finish that for them. But that old wall, like over by the river over here, there's no real good foundation for it. When you look down, there were spots where they actually busted a couple spots out. They came in with big hammers and just smashed it out, cut the rebar. They had a little generator over there to cut it and redo it, but it had almost no ground underneath it. You could look at the base of it, even though it had a big concrete base, a pretty good one. It was over a foot, the footer, and you could see air underneath it. So it was built real close to the cliff, and it's just not too good. But we're not having a bad day. I wish this back would clear up. It just seems I got a feeling it's going to get worse. I had this morning when I was walking, it just went completely numb, my left leg, and it went into a spasm just from getting up. So I'm not doing a walk yet. I actually had one time where when my right leg was doing the same thing, where it just I went down. It just sort of gave way, kind of hyperextended, and then it lost all of its strength and power, and boom, I fell down. That's why I always have a stick, and now the left leg's starting to do the same thing, and that's not good. But that's just what happened. It's part of life. You got to deal with it. But it's funny. This is really, really crazy, and some people think it's goofy. But if I get in the car, I can get to where my legs will get numb. They hurt. It's hard to get comfortable, especially if it's a long trip. The car's actually pretty good for having lots of room. But if my back is not good, sometimes being on the bike is I can get on there. I still want to get a dirt bike, something with a lot of cushion to it. And this one I definitely, like, if we're going to go somewhere, if we were going to run to the store and stuff, they're easier to park. I still want to get that trailer thing for it. I'm itching to get that set up. That'll be next year. I've had this thing 3-4 months already. Great little bike. I just haven't got down to doing the stuff I should do on it because the way this back is, I just got to be in the mood for stuff like that. If I'm in the mood, like when I worked on my Harley Davidson, I got in the mood. All the parts came, the supercharger, crank, all the stuff came. My cases come back, and I went to town. I started on started on Friday night, and had my garage. I had really good lights. I did 6 2.5 car garage. I did 6 T8s, 2 lamps in 4 of them, and 4 lamps in 2 of them. I had them each on their own switch. I piped that whole garage real nice, and I had lots of plugs around to get what I wanted. I even put a floor plug in case if I needed power right there for something, and really good light. I also had a mirror set up on angles underneath one of the cabinets, and the lights would hit that, so I had fantastic light, and I went to town on that, and I finished that thing Sunday, and there was I had a cot in there, and there was a couple times where I just was drifting, so I just lay down on the cot, and I don't know, an hour later, poop, popped back up and went right back to work. You know, it was time consuming, and I didn't want to do anything wrong. They gave me, the company that I bought all the stuff from gave the most complete instructions, pictures, everything to do it, the kind of Loctite I was supposed to use, because I had to take the, and put this gear onto the crank that I got. It was a heavier crank. It was all from these guys, so everything fit perfect. And that had to go on there with the chain drive, you know, because that's an oil bath chain drive in there. Yeah, I know. You got it fixed up nice. We're all bathed up this morning. I wanted to take a hot bath this morning, or a hot shower, but wasn't enough pressure to kick it on. So took a cold one, you know, a Tabo shower. that's just what we got here.
Now I'm over here.
There you are. Yeah, my beautiful boy. You're my precious one, aren't you? But I don't know. I guess I better let you go. Rambling on again. I seem to do that. But there's my most precious little guy. And what are you going to say?
Rickshaw out.
Rickshaw out. That's going to be us for today. And what are we going to do today, buddy?
Go for a walk.
Yep, we're going to go for a walk in a bit. Probably ride the bikes a little bit if it don't rain too much.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. And y'all take care now, you hear?